Well, hello everyone. It's Mindy. Welcome to my whip and chat for this week. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to show you like what I've done so far on my painting. So I'm going to move it back a little bit, and there is my first section. There's my first section. Okay, what do you think? It is all brown and gray, a little blue, and then black. Until I got all the way over to the edge and we got into a little bit of burgundy, which is like for the berries, I think. I don't know. Anyhow, I did this in one afternoon. I mean, all of that. And I've got a lot done over there too. The little brown over there I got done, and some there. I did all that yesterday. I was on a roll. I haven't done that much diamond painting in one day in a long time. Anyhow, let me show you my little cover minder. It's not exactly Thornwhisperer. It's not, but it is stinking adorable. I've had this for a long time. It's a tiger, truly, but it was close enough, to fit the theme. I do have my green mushroom on the other side. I'm not gonna try to run over there and grab it. It's on the other side holding the plastic. But anyhow, let's move you up here because we're going to work on this section up here. And look, we get some pretty pink flowers in that section. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited. All right, so since we're already talking about it, wait, let me get settled first. Let me get some drills out and get ready to roll here. What color do we want to work on? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't want to do black while you're here. That just seems very boring, let's not do black, but there's a lot of it in here. I've done a lot of the brown, and I'm ready to fill in with the black. All these blue shades are actually grays. So, well, let's just do some of the gray. Let's do gray. Is it more exciting? Oh, hang on. Well, this is the rhinestone. Not rhinestone. Not a rhinestone. We don't have, yes, we have rhinestones, but this is, yes, it is. Yes, it is a rhinestone. There are 3 rhinestones. No. Mindy. Slow down. Engage your brain. Shut your mouth. Okay. There are 3 metallics in this painting. This is one of them. It is a gray, charcoaly gray metallic. And it's coming through here, and there's some up there. We're going to do this gray metallic. When you turn off the light pad and you look at this, you can really see the gray metallics that pop out. So let's do some gray metallic. Well, why not? My dryer sheet, my little piece of dryer sheet is making it so the drills will not come out. I think we're going to get a little bit more of like this reddish. There's a red metallic as well that I just used over here. I used this gray and the red metallic in this section over here. So I think we're going to have some more of those as well. So let's just put down some of this metallic. That will be pretty. Yeah. And remind me, it's your job, remind me at the end to turn off my light pad so you can see how pretty they are. You can't really tell with the light pad on. You can't. You turn it off though, and the metallics pop out. And then of course the dust drill, the unicorn poops, those pop out as well when you turn off the light pad. With the light pad on, I don't know, they just kind of, they get backlit enough that you just can't really see them as well. Certainly not as pretty as when it's just in like natural light. So anyhow, yeah, I was really, really impressed with myself that I did as much as I did on this painting yesterday. And it was only in the afternoon and a little bit in the evening. So I finished this whole thing here in almost one sitting. I mean, I did get up and do a couple things because, I am now playing the nursemaid to my husband. So I have to, kind of help him do a few things, get some things for him just because he's not wanting to get up and move around very much. We'll talk about that later. But so I was just kind of sitting around, hanging out, made lunch. No, I didn't make lunch. I went to Subway and bought lunch. I was going to make a salad for us. We had some lettuce, but I pulled it out of the refrigerator and it was like, eh, when lettuce is kind of on that verge, they're like, well, it's okay, but I don't know if it's okay, okay. I didn't want to use it. So he wanted a salad. I went up to Subway, got him a salad, and I got a sub, and it was all good. So anyhow, but yeah, other than, helping him out, bringing him things, because he parked out on the, well, he's actually just in the chair out on the deck for a good part of the day yesterday. I mean, we didn't get home until, I want to say we didn't get home till 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock, something like that. So we had to be there at 7:45 in the morning for his surgery. In case you don't know, he had a hernia surgery. And we had to be there at 7:45. 7:45 in the morning. I was excited about that. Yep. And then today I was back at 8 o'clock for a therapy session. same place, same hospital, Yeah, 2 days in a row by 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh my goodness. I'm ready to sleep in tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be my day to sleep in. But I worked and worked and worked on this. And in case you don't know, this is a Thornwhisperer. Let me show you. I have the little sheet right here. Let me make sure you can see it. I'm never sure what you can see when I try to show you things. Okay, there's Thornwhisperer. So I guess, when I say that this whole corner down here, right here is where I'm working. Browns for this, like, it's like a frame around him, right? So this was all browns. This was the little bit of blue I got. And then here's the gray section. The rest was black. I guess this is going to be a little darker than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot more blue and the flowers might be brighter, but I don't know. It's going to be it's going to be very pretty. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not going to be beautiful because it is, but it's just, it's got a lot more dark drills than I thought it was going to have as I'm working on it. I'm like, okay, all right, I see what we're in for here. I got it. But anyhow, it is from Captured by Radiance, of course, and it is for the Winter King Storybook event that I am a co-host of. And it started officially yesterday. So I still had my other painting on my table. So when we got home, that was not one of the first things I did, but as soon as I could, I got in here and I got the other painting off the table and switched everything out and got ready to start working on this one. I mean, this was all kitted up. The drills were ready and everything. There's 80 colors. 80. And it took me a while to kit them up. I will just be honest. It took a while to kit them up. I was dealing with some static issues and they were kind of jumping all over the place. I'm going to tell you, I watched Lizzie. So if you don't know, there's like, how many people are there? I keep forgetting how many of us there are that are doing the event. 6, 7, something like that. Captured by Radiance, of course, and some of the affiliates. Not all of the affiliates, but some of the affiliates are hosting the event together. Okay. There was premieres that were shown on Saturday where we were all kitting up our paintings and just talking about different things. Some of us showed event merch that we had purchased. Some talked about kitting up. We all did kit up a bit. None of us really kit up the whole thing, I don't believe, because, we have a lot of drills, and it was a 30-minute video. So if you didn't see that, you can go back and watch those premieres. It was quite interesting to watch everybody and see what they did and stuff like that, what they talked about, and, very interesting. So back to Lizzie. Lizzie is one of the co-hosts. She's Lizzie's World of Gems, and she was kitting up. And I just grabbed my camera and I started kitting up. I didn't really plan too much ahead of time. I didn't have dryer sheets. I didn't really anticipate the static. I wasn't really prepared for all that. I just started going at it, right? And I didn't even kit up that much. I talked a lot. I showed other things, but Lizzie was prepared, man. She does this thing where she just lays out a full dryer sheet, like on her table, lays out the dryer sheet, dumps all the drills onto the dryer sheet, and then folds up that dryer sheet like, a little funnel and funnels them into a tray. Now, she is using tray bricks trays, so she's just got a whole big space like this to dump those drills into, where I was trying to go into here. Somebody in my comments asked me where my metal funnel was. I should have grabbed the metal funnel. That might have been helpful. But like I said, when I sat down to record, I just wanted to record. I had things I wanted to show. And then I thought, well, I'll kit up a little bit. And I wasn't, all prepared to deal with the static stuff. But watching Lizzie, the way she did that with that dryer sheet was kind of cool. I don't know if it would work for me. I don't know if I would be able to take it from the dryer sheet on the table to pouring it into a container. See my light pad blinking? It's getting worse, I think. I think it's going to just die on me one day and I'm going to cry. Anyhow, I might have to just try it and see if I can transfer from a dryer sheet like she did into the kind of containers that I like to use. I don't know. It worked slicker and snot for her. She lost a few of them as she was getting them out of the baggies. Getting them out of the baggies was even like, I had to take a small piece of dryer sheet and I would just go up in the baggie and use it to like pull the drills out. Static was real, folks. It really was. It was real. But resin drills, I'm telling you, resin drills are just going to be that way. So anyhow, maybe I learned something. We can all learn things from each other and try new things. And that's when I might actually try next time I kit up something, which I don't know when I'm going to kit up again. I hope it's not going to be for a while because I have things I want to finish. Now that I'm kind of back in the groove of diamond painting again after my surgery, I'm like, let's get some of these things finished because this year has just been the year of starting something, putting it aside. Start something, put it aside. And I'm kind of tired of that. I'm tired of them piling up in the bedroom. I don't even know how many are in there now, but there's quite a few. So I know in July, July, we're going to finish painting. Absolutely, positively, for sure, going to finish painting and probably do some other small things as well because I have that gingerbread house because it's going to be Christmas in July and I'm going to finish that gingerbread house. There is not that much to go on that thing. It'll be the third time I worked on it. So if I can't finish it this time, there is something seriously wrong. There's really like maybe 2 or 3 little sections to do in one corner and it's done. Okay. So that's for Christmas in July. Anyhow. But yeah, want to finish some stuff up. I don't know when I'll kit up another painting. I don't know. August will be smashing the specials. I'm not going to be kitting up anything there. September. September for the chuck along. That will be the next time I kit up a new painting. because I didn't get to do one this year earlier because it was like right after surgery, and I knew there was no way, absolutely no way, I was going to be able to really diamond paint. I didn't even try. I just didn't even take the time to kit up one, which I really missed. I was really sad about that. I thought I was going to work on a puzzle, and I did a tiny bit. I sorted out the edge pieces, and I put a few little edge pieces together, and that was all I did on the puzzle even. It was just, the beginning of the year was rough, folks. It was rough. So, I'm better. I'm not better, but I'm better at diamond painting. I'm better at crocheting. I'm able to do things a little bit easier. So, yeah. All right. So back to the event. If you have a Winter King storybook, and you can have a Winter King storybook licensed romance art from, I believe it's 4 places. Captured by Radiance. Oh, hang on. That happens to be a sneak peek that just decided to process on my computer over there. I'll be right back. Well, you'll see this video first before you see the sneak peek. So, oh, wait. No, you'll see the sneak peek before you see this. So, anyhow. So like I was saying, there are 4 different diamond painting companies I know of that you can get licensed Winter King storybook paintings from. Captured by Radiance, of course, Dreamer Designs, the one with the diamond art, and Diamond Painting Shop all have some licensed romance art Winter King storybook paintings. Okay, if you have one, you may join the event. It is not for all romance art. It is just for Winter King storybook images. Okay, you have to remember that. There's a lot of other romance art out there. She's got a lot out there, and they're all just awesome. But this is specifically Winter King storybook. So make sure you have Winter King storybook, okay? And if you don't have one, I believe there is a couple of places that have like puzzles, or one place that has puzzles, licensed Winter King storybook puzzles, and one that has cross stitch, I believe. So that is then linked in the Facebook group. So if you don't have a painting and you can't get your hands on one, Captured by Radiance did some pre-orders not too long ago. I don't know if they have extras when they come in. I don't know, but keep your eye on Captured by Radiance. They might have some available in the near future. Or you can try getting your hands on one of these licensed puzzles, or just pay attention to other companies and see what's available out there. See if anybody has anything coming in, anytime soon that you can snag. But if you have one, you're all set. What you need to do is go to the Facebook group. It's Winter King Storybook on Facebook. And there's a Google form in there. I told everybody in my premiere, these are unicorn poop. I told everybody in my premiere, go to the Facebook group, Winter King Storybook. First, you have to ask to join. And you can be in the group without participating. You can join the group, okay? You have to answer some questions, and they're very simple. If you don't answer the questions, you will not get approved to enter. You must answer the questions, okay? And then go to their featured tab. Featured tab has all the information on the events. It has events on sponsors. It has information on things you could purchase, discount codes, where to post your photos, because there is a post that is like, it's a pre-event post, just posting what you're going to work on. You need a picture posted in that post. And then each week there will be a weekly post to post your progress. You can also find that information I was talking about other items that are licensed if you can't get your hands on a diamond painting right now. There's other options for you. That's in the featured tab. So join the group, go to the featured tab, read all the info about what's going on and how you participate. Fill out your Google form. There's one of those. So featured tab, Winter King Storybook Facebook page. All right. That is my best advice for you. I could try to tell you more information and all kinds of details, but it's best if you just go to the feature tab and you look around and you find what you need. Okay. All right. This symbol is a weird one. It looks like a little star, but it's actually not. It's like a square and it has little things coming off each side of it. I know you're like, okay, whatever that means. It's Aztec-y to me, like an Aztec kind of symbol, maybe. I don't know. There it is. I don't need a ton of them, but just enough. Yeah, and then join. There's a lot of people that have joined the group. There's quite a few people who have already posted in that first post, their picture of what they're going to work on, which is cool. And you don't really need to post any progress pictures. You have until like Friday, and don't quote me on the time. Don't quote me. I don't know. I don't know it in my head, but sometime on Friday is when the weekly posts will close, and make sure you have posted a progress picture for the week in the weekly progress. Okay. Make sure you get there and post your weekly progress photo. Okay, come on. Don't stick to my pen. That's not what I wanted you to do. There we go. So, yeah, we're having a good time already. And us behind the scenes, we've been sharing pictures with each other of what we've gotten done already. And some people started early. Okay, I just put those all on the wrong thing. You guys, really? Did I? Yeah, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. They go down here. I'm glad I didn't get too far. Those go down here. Down here, down here, down here. Come on. Come on. I need you off there. You don't belong. You don't belong there. Okay. I guess I have to pick it off. What is this other symbol? It's very close. This other one is like a diamond, though. It's a diamond, but it's not a diamond. It's a diamond with something in the middle of it. That's what it is. I'm going to need that one in a second, so I better figure it out, huh? A diamond with something in the middle. Ah, that's this guy. Oh, yeah. So here, let me show you. Here, it's not so confusing, right? We got the diamond with a dot in the middle. And see, this is why I said it was like Aztec-y. But when you look at those on the canvas, be careful. They're very similar on the canvas, actually. So beware. Beware. I'm not using that one yet. I'm using this one. Don't get confused. Don't get myself confused. So Facebook group is your friend. The featured tab is even a better friend. Go to the featured tab. Find all the information. Yeah. So what are you working on? Are you participating in Winter King Storybook or you're not? Feel free to share in the comments below. I'm always interested to know what people are working on. Now, how far do you think I can get? How far do you think I can get in a month on this painting? Any guesses? Any ideas? I don't know. I don't know. It is a busy month. I mean, there's my calendar. I just looked at my calendar today and I'm like, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. This week, 4 times this week, I head out to Eaton Rapids. Yesterday for the surgery, we'll get back to that. I keep telling you, we'll get back to that. I had therapy today. I have therapy on Thursday, and I have a craft show out there on Saturday. Today, when I was at therapy, both of the ladies, very interesting. The one lady that runs the little store and organizes the craft show, she works at the therapy department, so it's no surprise to see her. But her partner, Lori, she was there as well. And I was like, okay, what's going on here, ladies? We're both they were sitting on one of the big tables, and I'm like, what are we doing? Everybody just hanging out here on a early Monday morning? And they were like, yeah, we're just sitting here doing some craft show planning and talking. And I'm like, oh, of course. Why not? I mean, that's what we do when we're at work, right? Sure. So apparently, Lori had been in for therapy herself. And so she was just there, they were chit-chatting. And I was like, we were talking about, having been here yesterday for Dale's surgery, blah, 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 the show this weekend. I said, and I don't know exactly how this is going to work. I have this big wooden table that he usually carries and puts in the back of the truck. And he's not going to be able to do that this weekend. So I only have my one little 6-foot plastic table. Lori pipes up and she goes, oh, you can use one of ours. Between the two of us, we got, I don't even know how many tables we have between the two of us. If you just need a table, we can loan you a table. No problem. I'll be there early. Find me and I'll loan you a table. And I was like, oh, that'd be so cool. So because I was really thinking I was going to need to run to Walmart and try to buy another table before Saturday. I don't have to now. Yay. And Lori also offered, she said, I will be there. I told her I probably wouldn't be there super early because it's not real hard for me to set up my stuff. She said, if you need any help, I'll be around. And the only thing I can think of that I might really need some help with is putting up the canopy. Canopy is a little tricky to put up by yourself. It's kind of a 2-person job. So if somebody could help me just put up my canopy, I think I'd be all set. I can handle the rest pretty much on my own. Will Dale go? Probably, I mean, all depends really on how he's feeling. It won't be quite a week at that point, So it'll depend. We'll see. Right now, he's taking a nap out on the couch, out on the deck. That's where he's at. So we'll leave him there. Okay, I need a butterfly. I'm going to do these little berries right here, but I need a butterfly. Where's a butterfly? I don't think I've seen a butterfly. Oh, there it is right there. It's another unicorn poop. It's orange unicorn poop. All right, this could be pretty over here. We got some unicorn poop. I know we're going to have some metallics over here. Let's see. How's this going to look when we're done over there? Yeah, so that is very nice. And that took a great big, worry off my mind. Like, how am I going to, do all this? How am I going to lug tables? I can't lug that big table. There's no way. I can't do it on a good day. I can't do it with my normal arm, let alone my surgery arm, So that's a relief. That's just a huge relief. I might end up at some point still buying another one of those tables. It would make me a little more independent. That big table is heavy. It's bigger. Like the little plastic ones are 6 foot, and that one's got to be at least 7 foot. So it's longer. It holds more stuff. That's the diamond painting table. So we will lose a little bit of space because of that, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get another table at some point. I thought you could get those longer. I don't know. I'll have to check it out and see if we can get those plastic tables in a longer length. I have a feeling this is our rhinestone. Not rhinestone. I keep calling them rhinestones. They're not. They're metallics. Metallics. Why do I have rhinestone on the brain? I don't know. I just keep calling them rhinestones. Like a rhinestone cowboy. Yeah. Anyhow, got my metallics here. Let's put some of them right there. And let's put some of them. No, they're not wanting to stick in my pen here. Come on. I was struggling when I started up with this, with multiplacers. I don't know if it was because they were new. Are they still sitting here somewhere? They are. They're right here. Okay. So let me show you something. Look at this multiplacer. This is the one I'm currently using. And I dug it out of another pen I had been using. Come on. Hello. Focus. But it won't focus. Why won't it focus? Really? It won't focus on my pen. Don't get it. But focus on these? Hang on. Why won't it focus? I don't know. Let's try this. No. It doesn't want to focus. Well, just never the mind. What's it wanting to focus on? Here we go. Okay, let me put my whole hand in the way here. Okay, see these? I tried both of these little multiplacers, and it was not picking up the drills. They were picking them up like in the middle of the drill, like halfway across the drill, hanging off the multiplacer. Okay? Are they too skinny? Is there not enough space? What's the deal? I don't know. Here's the one I grabbed that I've been using. Okay, let's show my hand first. Now look at the space in that one. And we have like the grooves. You know what I mean? When I say the grooves, it's worn down here. I like them when they get worn down. It's just because it doesn't have the little grooves. They weren't going. I don't think they fit. I just don't think they're the same size. What do you think? I was having a hard time. I could not get, I just pulled it out. I could not get these things to go in properly. Does one look bigger than the other? Like more width? Tell me what you think. It doesn't feel like it, but maybe. I don't know. I was just struggling trying to multiplace because I couldn't get them to go on there properly. I just couldn't get them to go in there properly. So it was irritating. It was just irritating me. I wasn't happy with it. But I went and pulled out an old one, and it was like, cha-ching, okay, that's perfect, love it. And I've just been going to town ever since. Oh boy, the dilemmas we face with diamond painting. Oh, the dilemmas. That was one of them. Yeah, I fought with the thing. This light pad flashing is driving me crazy. I don't like flashing things. And this is flashing and it's driving me nuts. I guess I better hop on Amazon and see how much an A2 light pad's going to cost me, because I'm probably going to have to buy one. So anyhow, so that's Saturday. Getting ready for the craft show on Saturday. I have one at the end of the month. Sorry, I have to do that. That tapping might annoy people, but I have to do it. It's the only way to get a few little drills in your tray to flip over so that you can grab them easily, in my opinion. Okay, just my opinion. But yeah, craft show at the end of the month, one at the beginning of the month. The one that got canceled has been rescheduled, and I am happy because I actually can make that one. It's way at the end of July. I'm really surprised it's that late, but it's at the end of July. I'm fine with that. I can make it. So I think that'll be 2 craft shows in a row, though, 2 weekends in a row. Because the one up at Dale Springs Campground, I think, will be the following weekend after that. If that's the last weekend of June, that one is supposed to be the first weekend of August. That would be 2 in a row. It's okay. We're having some big gaps in between anyhow, so it's okay. It's just okay. I need the and symbol. And there it is. And it is red. Bright red. 666 red. Making a berry here, guys. Making a berry. We're making us a bright, shiny berry. Yeah, so busy, busy, busy. We also have a hair appointment next week, and the cats have to go in to the vet. The dog's been in. I don't remember if I talked about the dog. I may have. I maybe didn't. I don't know. Anyhow, briefly, having had her in for her annual checkup and had her heartworm test, and they found some antibodies, like she was fighting what they said was a tick-borne illness. I'm like, oh great, these ticks, you guys, the ticks, oh, they're horrible. So they wanted me to get her in for an additional blood test, which I did. Came back, and they were like, they couldn't conclude if it was like a new thing or if it was an old thing she was fighting. It was kind of inconclusive, but the vet felt safe putting her on an antibiotic just to help her out if she was still fighting something, just in case, the antibiotic wasn't going to hurt. Except it's for 28 days, and the dog hates it, and it's a liquid, which is even worse. Anytime I have to give dogs liquids, they just hate them. I mean, they taste terrible. This stuff is really weird. It's thick. It's very oily-like. It tends to settle in the bottle between dosage. I have to give it to her twice a day. Oh, God, twice a day. And then I just have it with food. And I'm like, okay, I only feed my dog once a day. I know there are people out there that feed their dogs twice, or some people just have open food bowls. Food's always available. We've never been able to do that, though, because one dog would eat it all and the other wouldn't get anything. So we've just been on a once-a-day feeding regimen. So how am I going to make sure this dog has food when she has this medicine twice a day and 12 hours apart? If I feed her at 5:30 at night, am I going to get up at 5:30 in the morning to give her the next dose? No, I'm not. Are you kidding? No. So I'm just like, okay, I will give it to her when I get up, which is 7:30, 8, maybe. Okay. So it's not quite 12 hours, but it's a good distance apart. We're good. I'm good. She's good. Except she fights it like every time. I'm trying to get to where I'm really slick at how I can just slide the little syringe in the side of her mouth, in the corner of her mouth, and just kind of squirt. But it's this sticky. It's like, that's why she has to have food afterwards as well. Not only does she need to have food in her stomach, she needs to have something to eat afterwards to help it go down. Otherwise, it can just kind of clog and get stuck in her throat and, ooh. Okay. So anyhow, we're doing that. That's fun. Okay. But the tick thing, gosh, Dale was just talking to me. He showed me a video he just saw. He went on his TikTok stuff, of course, about these ticks in Ohio and how bad they're. Ohio or Kentucky, I think, and that the cats are getting sick and dying, just like quickly dying. These ticks are so bad. They're carrying something that is just so terrible, so bad. It's just, and then people are getting bit by ticks. If you guys heard this, just let me know. Let me know if you've heard this. People are getting bit by the ticks and then develop a meat allergy because of the illness they're getting from ticks. It's all bizarre. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyhow, cats are going in. They are getting tick medication. She is on tick medication. We might need tick medication. Actually, I've heard that they're trying to develop a tick vaccine, a tick-borne illness vaccine, so people don't get, what is it that you get from ticks? What's the disease you get from ticks? I want to say it's lupus. Is it lupus? No, not lupus. What is it? I don't know. There's some disease, some illness that humans get from tick bites. Lyme disease. It's Lyme. There we go. It came into my brain finally. But yeah, it's just bad. Bad. I had one on my temple the other day. I hadn't even been outside. I didn't think I'd been outside really. And I came in and I was like, what? Oh my gosh. What's this on my temple up here? And it was a little tick. I'm like, oh, you guys, it's bad. It's terrible. So we're going to get everybody all preventioned up and just don't go out of the house. I swear, you probably don't have to go out of the house. They probably come in. I don't know. They're bad. Oh boy. Okay. Double arrow. Double arrow. Double arrow. Double arrow. Boom, 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 boom. Right there, the double arrows. Trying to get all these little gray pieces, and then I think we're going to start on this little flower. Yes, I am leaving the black to the end. Yes, yes, I am. Why? I don't know. It has just kind of become my thing. I talk about this often now because I've been doing a lot of things that have like black outlining. Like, how do you do it? There's a lot of people out there that like to do the black first. I don't. I don't like to do the black first. I will say this. When I did this section over here, this first section, when I did all of the colors first and then I had all this black to do, it was like boom, 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 and the black was done and the square was done. And I just felt like so accomplished that it was done. You know? I hunt and peck and do all the other stuff. And there's 11 browns, okay, in here. There's 11. And I think there's 3 or 4 grays. There's 11 browns. So just so you know, 11. Okay. But yeah, once I started putting those blacks down, it was just like they went in so fast, so fast, and you're just filling in stuff, and it was just so quick that way. And it was all one color, so I just boom, 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 and the square was finished. I loved that. Maybe that's why I like doing it this way. Do all the hard work first, and then the rest of it's easy. You know? And that's how I am with like special drills too. I like to do all of the little rhinestones first because they seem like they're the hardest. And then I reward myself at the end with putting in all the special drills because those go really fast. I guess that's how I think about it. How do you think about it? What's your thoughts? Tell me your thoughts, okay? All right. I got 2 more grays here. I got a diamond and I don't know what that other thing is. It's a something. And then the grays will be done. And then, why is just one sticking in the spout every time? One getting stuck in my spout. Is there something sticky in the spout right there? I wonder if that's the case. Did you know that I just licked my finger? I'm sure you did. I licked my finger. Is that gross? Did I gross you out? Oh, what is this thing? It is I don't know. It's a little bag with a loopy handle. What is the thing? Here it is, but what is it? I have no idea. I don't even know what to call that thing. It's, I don't even know what it is. It's a little circle with a loopy string on it. I know what it is. It's a crochet project. It started with a slip stitch, and that's your yarn trailing off. That's what it is. It's a slip stitch ready to go on a hook. I don't know what it is. Sometimes you just don't even know. I mean, I could never name them all, that's for sure. I don't even try, but I guess you just kind of get used to it and you roll with it. But at first I thought maybe it looked like headphones, but it's not. There is actual headphones in here, I believe. You know, like an actual set of headphones as a symbol, I think, somewhere. I talked about it a couple times now. There's some very interesting symbols. Very interesting ones. There's a telephone, like the little handle. There's lightning bolt. There's like a rocket. It's a rocket. A rocket. That, I have no idea what it is. That, I don't know what that is. What are you? I don't have a clue. No idea what that is. No idea. So, the male or the female symbol, whatever, you know, there's a bell. There's a push pin. All kinds of interesting things. Okay. Let's stop talking about the symbols. Let's talk about surgery. Okay? Like I said, 7:45 in the morning. You know, it very different. This hospital versus the hospital that I went to. Mine was just like boom, 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 fast, go, go, go. And is she ready? Because we're ready to go. He was an hour and a half, okay, to get everything squared away and go back to surgery. They called him back, and I sat in the waiting room until they had him all like in his gown and all that stuff. At the other hospital, he went with me. He went to the back as they did all the prep work and stuff. So we were together, pretty much the whole time until I was taken away to go to the nerve block room. And then I didn't see him until I woke up. But yeah, so they did it very different anyhow. And, I got to meet the doctor beforehand, the anesthesiologist, the OR nurse, all those kinds of things, talked to all them with him. And, they explained what was going on, all that stuff. Got to watch him get prepped a little bit. I mean, he was already in the bed with his IV and all that kind of stuff. But anyhow, then they, time to wheel him away. And I go back out to the waiting room. It was less than a half an hour. It was very quick, the surgery part. The surgery part was less than half the time of just the waiting for the surgery part and getting ready. It was kind of funny. But, he's all done. The doctor comes out and he talks to me and he said everything went great. He's all patched up. He's going to be sore for a few days, but, he'll be able to get up and get around pretty well within a few days. He does have some pain meds or script for pain meds. That good old Norco, and he doesn't want to take it, really. He wants to see if he can do what I did with just Tylenol and Motrin and, So they did give him a Norco before he left the hospital. So he headed out with one in his system. And he hasn't taken one yet. But he said if this pinching and pulling doesn't stop here pretty soon with the Tylenol and stuff, he might be doing what I did and give me a half a Norco. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes today and how he's feeling. Now I need, is that a tulip? Is it a heart? Is it a, no, it's this tulip. It's the tulip. Is it this? It is this. Oh, it's the metallic. Let me make sure there's nothing else that looks close to this. I'm pretty sure it's a tulip. It's the tulip. Wow. Okay, let's do metallics. Why not? Let's do some more. This is pink metallic. Hot pink metallic. So, then he's done and I'm taking him home, getting him settled and getting him some lunch and all that stuff. So everybody said, this will be like an open surgery. It's not done with a scope. So he'll have a small incision, right? A small incision. He gets home. Of course, his first opportunity to go check it out, he comes back and he's like, holy crap. And I'm like, what? He goes, look at this. And I'm like, okay. He goes, that's not a small incision. And I'm like, no, that's pretty good size. It's probably 4 to 5 inches, probably. And he's like, crap, what's that mean? Did they find more stuff that they didn't know about? And I said, well, I don't know. Maybe the spot they needed to repair was a little larger, so they had to open up a little more. I don't know. But yeah, that's a decent sized little incision there. And his incision is glued shut. I can only imagine how many sutures and stuff he has inside, because you know how they repair these. They put a mesh in there. So Dale's joke is right now, yeah, they didn't use a mesh patch. They put the whole screen door in me. Okay, got a whole screen door in there. Okay. Oh boy. But yeah, it's a good size. But Why does he get glued? He gets glued together. I had 5 little holes in my shoulder, but I had stitches in every single one of them. What's the difference? I don't know. What makes the difference? Why didn't I get glued? I could have handled being glued together. It means he can shower today, too. I had to wait a little while. I had to wait like 3 or 4 days before I could shower. He gets to shower today. I'm like, oh, he wants to shower, too. He's like, I just want to take a shower. I'm like, go take a shower. But instead, he decided to have breakfast. I'd made baked oatmeal the other day. So we had leftover baked oatmeal for breakfast, and he sat out on the chair for a while. He talked to his friend for a minute, and then he let the chickens out. He walked out to the chicken coop, let the chickens out. I said, how'd that go? And he says, oh, slow and steady. I'm like, okay, well, you took your first real little walk there. Okay, good. All right. And now he's napping. You know, that walk to the chicken coop, that was enough to require a nap. I get it. I mean, I get it. Recovering is no joke. He's like, yeah, it just pinches and pulls. And I'm like, yep, I know. I completely understand. Mine's been pinching and pulling ever since I had it done. I get it. It just doesn't stop. So anyhow, he's on the mend and just relaxing for several days. He's going to be just relaxing. So it is my turn to be the, "Hon, can you get me this? Can you get me that?" You know? This morning, I took him out his little bowl of oatmeal out there on the deck, and I had mine, and I was gonna sit there and just eat mine, and he was gonna eat his until he was like, "Can you go get me something to drink? I really need something to drink with this." Sure. You know? So it's gonna be like that. But it's my turn. That's all I got. It's my turn. I'm glad that my arm is feeling better now so that I am able to be the one to help. You know, this is what marriage and partnerships are about, right? We help each other out. And that's what we're doing. It's my turn to help him out. Just don't get on my nerves. That's all I got. Just don't get on my nerves. Right now, he's just sleepy. He's pretty easy to handle right now. He's sleeping. Just go back to sleep. Just go back to sleep. Oh boy. So we'll see how it goes. He should be fine. But anyhow, that's that. Like I said, busy week. Surgeries, therapies, craft show, busy week. When's it not busy? I don't know. When is it not busy? Never, never not busy. Oh, can you see how pretty these are? I mean, can you see how pretty they are? You can't. You cannot tell how pretty they are. They're gorgeous. I will turn off this light pad in a minute, and I will let you take a look-see at how gorgeous they truly are, because they're beautiful. Let me finish them first, though. I don't have that many left to go. However, I can't get any to line up and, to multi-place them. They're not lining up for me. Come on, line up so I can do more than one at a time. Because I can do 4 over here. It'll be interesting to keep an eye in the Facebook group and just see which other paintings people are working on and what you think about them and which ones you'll fall in love with and, might want to add to your wish list and possibly do in the future. Her work is just, I mean, it's fantastic. Everything I've seen of hers is just the coolest. They're just cool images and so, so pretty. So, so, so pretty. And I have another Winter King storybook. Is that all of the metallics? Yeah. I have another, no, there's some over here. I have another Winter King storybook that I bought, and Well, this one I bought, and then there's one that they sent me. No, I bought 2. Do I have 3? How many do I have? Did I buy 2 and got 1 for a sneak peek? It seems like that checks out, but I can't think of what the other one is. I know I've got like a tiger. What else do I have? Oh, I do. I have a lion. I have Orion. Is that Orion? I think. Is that his name? It's a lion. That's all I know. I have a lion. I have this cat. And then I bought is it a horse or unicorn? One of the two. I don't remember which. Horse or unicorn. All right. Well, I think I'm done rambling, talking. I'm going to turn this off and see what you can see. Let me see what you can see. Can you see how pretty it is? Let's see. Can you see it? Can you see the sparkles? Oh, can you see all the sparkles? Look at them. They're so pretty. And then here's that gray. Here's that gray metallic. See this little shimmer right here? That's gray fairy dust. See this bluish shimmer right here? That's gray fairy dust. And more of the metallics that come up around this way, the gray. It's very pretty, isn't it? And here's the grays that I did over here. They're just like a row of them here, I think. So there's these. Yeah. Isn't that pretty though? It's so pretty. Look at that berry. Bam. That berry's pretty. All right. That's it, folks. I'm going to let you go. And Dale's up. I hear him. He just came in from outside and see if he needs anything. Check on him and move on with my day. All right. Hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for hanging out and listening. And sorry I asked so many questions. Feel free to answer questions. Oh, look at it now. Now, right there, you can see those metallics. See them? Oh, look at those metallics. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh, they're so pretty. Okay. I will talk to everybody soon. Check out tomorrow's sneak peek, you guys. No, I'm backwards. You see the sneak peek first. I am so wrong. You see the sneak peek first and then this. Darn it. I can't give you a little heads up. Watch my sneak peek. Anyhow, if you didn't watch the sneak peek, go watch the sneak peek. How's that? We'll do it backwards. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bye, you guys.